afternoon, everyone. My name is Wei Wah. I'm the IT director for Microsoft. I've been working in the company for 15 years. Um, just unfortunately today I'm not able to join you for your graduation day. I'd like to congratulate you for this big milestone that you have attained in your life. I'm sure uh, your parents, your friends, and your lecturer, as well as the TMC Academy staff, will be really happy for you. I'm now in Microsoft Japan on a business trip, and by this weekend I will travel to US to continue my trip. Unfortunately, I can't join you, but I'm sure you guys are really pumped up for this special occasion. So today I'd like to share with you how I actually evolved after my study back 21 years ago in TMC as a student. So please allow me to recollect my memory that for my life in TMC, especially life in TMC, and after that I actually get to study in UK. So it was a coincidence for me to come across TMC being an art stream student, and especially for art stream student that study mainly Chinese in my courses. And art stream be able to eventually come to computer. Actually got a lot of encouragement from my friend after my failed attempts to NUS to study Chinese studies. Through the persistence, I mean, initially when I come to TMC, it was quite hard for me, for a student, trying to learn transition from an art stream, Chinese art stream, Chinese literature, to a computer-oriented type of courses in TMC. I was really grateful that my fellow classmates, my friends, and the lecturer have been very helpful to my time in TMC, right? Um, and I was doing a part-time 2-year higher diploma program with TMC. So we actually started off in a Climate Lane campus somewhere along Orchard Road, right? I think many of my friends back then was envy of us having opportunity to study in Orchard Road, quote unquote. Um, we were there for a number of months before eventually TMC moved to Peninsula Plaza, another CBD area. And having studied part-time means that I did work during the day. So my first job that I worked while I was studying in TMC was a data entry clerk for Matsushita. I was having a temp job, taking out the mainframe printed out report and transfer the data by keying the data into a PC Lotus 123 spreadsheet. You might imagine that this could be a very tedious routine type of work, but I took that opportunity to pick up the business knowledge to the best I can by learning how Matsushita would manufacture their products and eventually get Singapore as a logistic hub, as a seaport, and then ship the product around the world. That was pretty amazing to me. So don't underestimate the job that you do, right? Even it could be a routine, simple job. Learn about how business actually come across to be a really successful enterprise. After my stint in Matsushita while I continue my study, I get an opportunity to work as an intern through TMC's help to work in mental graphics in the science park. Even though that was a 3 months internship, but that actually opened out a further career opportunity for me, right? Eventually, after I graduated from TMC, after I went to UK to study, I came back. I managed to get a position to my former intern boss for mental graphics to work in compact computer. So let me also recollect back for my study in TMC. As you all know, doing part-time studies, more than often, we have to rush from work to the class, attending the class. And during those days, we hardly had time for our dinner. So we often, some of us, often choose to sit at the last row of the class, trying to eat burger quietly uh, in the class while lecturer were teaching us in the class. So those were the days that were really memorable to me. And actually, the study that I have, the value system that TMC has imparted on me, actually helped me a lot for my continuous study in UK. So in fact, after 2 years of struggle, I would say that is a struggle because I clearly have problems with transitioning into a IT study. Uh, but with the help from my lecturer and also my friends, my classmates, uh, among 40 of us, right, we eventually make it right through TMC help to continue our final year program, honors degree program in United Kingdom. That's where I get to study uh, further. That was the first time, in fact, first time that we get to take aeroplane to fly to UK to continue our final year degree program. So after my final year program in Staffordshire University, which was a partner that TMC has helped to establish, right? It was a very credible university back then in United Kingdom, one of the largest computing center in UK. It actually helped us to land our future job uh, in a reputable corporation. So when I came back to Singapore, I do started work as a contract staff for a period of 4 months for another TMC classmate who happened to be a supervisor in the company. So he hired me as a contractor before I eventually found my permanent job through my internship manager back in Compact Computer to work as a regional help desk engineer in Compact Computer. And TMC had helped me to lay a very strong foundation when I took on this response center engineer job. Right, the soft skill that I've learned in TMC was invaluable to me. Right, the teamwork and collaboration among the schoolmates, right, also helped me to carry out my initial year in Compact Computer. So I started off picking up phone call across Asia Pacific, right? The vast variety, diversity that TMC has provided me with a richness in terms of different nation of people studying together was a very valuable experience for us to learn greater interpersonal awareness, the cross-cultural awareness, right? So it make it a lot easier for me to assimilate into a MNC culture, right? So do take the opportunity that you have during your study. Uh, I mean, or rather, when you first started work in the professional life. So after working 3 years in Compact Computer as a help desk engineer, I moved on to take on another role as a regional network management engineer. That's where I find some of the fundamental knowledge I learned from TMC in the computer basic do play a part in the way we work, right? In the much more advanced system and network management arena in the professional world. One key attribute that I like to share with you during this as my career progress, right, is about having a persistent, not giving up hope in terms of when we come and join the workforce, right? You're bound to face setback, as what I did into my career as well, um, in Compact, right? As well as later when I came to Microsoft to work as a IT manager. So those setbacks are actually opportunity for all of us, To me, that was a great opportunity for me to overcome, and you really have to be persistent. Take one problem at a time and really be able to find a solution to solve some of the challenges. Um, and also stay curious. Like one example that I mentioned, that when I was working as a data entry clerk, I actually learned about how long it takes from a ship to ship from Singapore seaport to Middle East and likewise to Japan. In fact, when I was working in Microsoft, that example stand out through a senior people meeting when I was able to relate how long it took from a ship sending goods to Japan. It was 7 days, right, back then. Maybe the ship can sail faster now. Uh, and that kind of experience that we get through our life may help. So stay curious of everything that you do, understanding the goal that you're going to achieve uh, for the company will be really helpful. I mean, in your professional career. The other key attributes that I like to share with you today is also do strike a good balance of both from the core competency of what you had learned from the school, as well as keeping up with the latest development in the business world. I personally have strived over the years to learn from the best, right, that I could, and I also prescribe to a very significant value that I treasure a lot is that after I learn from the best to my colleagues, right, I also like to share with the rest. That's how I do go at current time. I do pro bono lecturing in NUS. I do get involved in the community work, as you probably can see from the slide deck, uh, about some of the work that I do help the least privileged people while I was working out of Microsoft China and also Microsoft Singapore. Um, I have also take the opportunity to, because of the globalizations that we are at now, learn the best practices that I could from every part of the world. You get to know that if you are open for learning and you continue to strive, take learning journey as you go along with your job, there are a lot of valuable lessons that you can pick up on every job that you embark on, right? That certainly is a very valuable lessons for me, and also sharing with the rest is also helping me a lot in my career. So in my career, I mentor people, I coach young people, as you can see on the slide as well. Um, I do also coach uh, people in the Meet the People session. So one of the person that you can see, the second from the left photograph, was this year President Scholar. I'm very happy for him that he eventually won a President Scholarship, get to study in Brown University in United States, right? By sharing what we have known with others, you actually benefit out of learning from the guy as well. So I actually treasure these four key attributes that I come across in my life. Um, at this time, I thought it'll be better for me to wrap up from this video that I share with you. I just like to wish you all the success, right? Uh, I mean, a lot of the successes that you come across is through your attitude, right? 99% of success comes from your attitude, not the aptitude that you have. So I do urge you, continue to be persistent once you embark on your professional career, and stay curious and be able to learn from the best that you can, and do remember to take your sharing with others, and wish you all the success in your career advancement. Thank you. Bye.